Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's video we are going to do the top 5 worst horses for online or in Red Dead Redemption Online, of course. So overall what we're looking for, the worst horses you can pick with low stamina, low health, low speed, low acceleration, not good stamina, and like I said, not good overall kind of feeling. Also stableness is a big part of it. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it right away. Overall, I think these horses are not the best horses looking at their stats and looking at their stableness and stuff like that. But if you do enjoy riding these horses, then please do keep on going, because there are actually some cool horses in this list. I'm not a fan of most of them, but I think they definitely look cool overall. And I think it's definitely, if you don't care about stats and you just want to see a beautiful horse and ride a beautiful horse, then it's definitely worth picking up one of these as well. Okay, so let's get started with our number 5. Actually, this is actually the least, or the best of the worst ones. So it's a Suffolk Punch. You got 2 coats in it. You got a red chestnut and a sorrel. They both have the same stats. They both have the same sort of type of the handling, and they also both have the same sort of like stableness. So you can definitely pick both if you will enjoy this horse, if you like driving it. I would not recommend it because his stats are not that good. So his stats are 3 health, 4 stamina, 3 speed, and 2 acceleration. He's a draft type with heavy handling. Overall, the horse looks cool. I think it's maybe a little too small for me, or a little too small compared to the size of it. But overall, the horse looks cool. It's a cool coat. They both have 2 cool coats, so you can definitely pick this one if you enjoy this one. And overall, I think it's actually pretty cheap and you can pick it up pretty early in the game, so that's also a good thing. I think most of these horses you can pick early in the game, so that's actually really good. But overall, if you enjoy more of a better horse, then this is definitely not the horse for you. Okay, so let's go into our number 4, and this is actually a Tennessee Walker. You can pick between 2 skins of these or 2 coats of these, and these are the Chestnut and the Dapple Bay. So overall, I think the Tennessee Walker is probably one of the coolest horses in the game as well. I think they have some beautiful coats in it. Overall, I think most coats of them are actually really cool. I'm not a fan of those. I'm not a fan of the horse itself, but the coats itself look cool. Okay, so the Chestnut and the Dapple Bay, they are actually pretty bad in coats. You can actually pick more than those, but again, it's definitely upon you to see which one you like. So I'm just going over the worst stats of the coats. They got 3 coats, actually 4 coats that are pretty bad, and we're going over them. So the Red Roan, the Black Rubicano, the Chestnut, and the Dapple Bay, they both have the same stats, and those are their typing, or their ride type, or like riding type, with standard handling, and they both have, or they all have 3 health, 3 stamina, 2 speed, and 2 acceleration. The only good thing I see in this horse is that the coat looks amazing. I think the Black Rubicano looks really amazing. If you're more like a black type of guy who likes to, or girl, if whatever you are, if you kind of like more the black horses, then this is definitely a horse for you, and especially because it's such a low level. You can pick this up, I think, as early as the first online mission you do. I think the mission you gotta steal the horses, that's also a Tennessee Walker, so you can definitely pick it up as well pretty early in the game. And it's pretty cheap again, it doesn't cost a lot. You don't get a good horse with it, you definitely get a horse that looks cool, and definitely, if you like that, then this is definitely up to you. Okay, so number 3 we going over, and that's actually the Belgian. The Belgian is probably one of the lesser known or not too much used horse. I think not a lot of people use this horse, although it's a pretty cool horse. I'm not a fan of the coats. I don't think the coats look cool, but the horse itself is definitely worth it. It's definitely a cool horse overall. So the Belgian has two horses, or 2 coats, whatever you want to call them, and those are Blonde Chestnut and Mealy Chestnut. They both are a draft type, and they both have heavy handling. And the stats are 3 health, 3 stamina, 3 speed, and 3 acceleration. Again, you can pick this up pretty early in the game or pretty early level. I'm not sure which level, but pretty early, so that should be not a problem. Its stableness is decent. It's not the best stableness, but overall, I think it's definitely a worth picking up to if you don't have don't have a lot of money and don't have like an immense amount of levels in the game yet. Then definitely worth picking up to, because I like the Belgian. I think it's a really cool horse. It's probably one of the more stablest horses on this list, so it's pretty cool horse overall. And like I said, I'm not a fan of the coats, but I think the coats could be a little bit better. I think the coats are probably one of the weakest parts of this horse. Also, the stats are not good, but if you don't care about stats, then if you don't care about stats and you care about the look of the horse, then I'm not sure if this is your horse. I'm not a fan of the coats. You might be, but I'm not. So we should go over to number 2 and see what it is. Okay, so number 2 is actually a Kentucky Saddler. They're actually, how do I say it? They're actually pretty bad, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie, they're actually really bad. So the Kentucky Saddler has 4 coats, and although it's a pretty bad horse, I think the Kentucky Saddler has some beautiful coats in it. If you, like I said again, if you like the more beautiful coats, then this is definitely the horse you want to pick up. It's pretty cheap. I think it is also one of the horse, this or the Tennessee Walker, I'm not sure, you can pick up in the earliest mission of online. So it's pretty good actually. You can pick it up for free. But again, the stamina are not too good, or the stats are not too good. Overall, the coats look cool. So they are all for a riding type with standard handling, and they all got the same stats. So that's 3 health, 2 stamina, 3 speed, and 2 acceleration. Overall, I'm not a fan of this horse. I like the coats, I like most of the coats, but I'm not a fan of the stats. I think the horse looks cool, and if, like I said before, you know, it's all up to you if you want to buy this horse or not. Stableness, it's not good. If you get it to level 4, it may be a little bit better, but overall it's not good. I don't think this is definitely a horse you want to pick up to if you want to go out and fight, if you want to go out and hunt. Then this is actually a pretty bad horse for it. But if you like the coats, then go ahead and pick it up. It's pretty cheap, and you can pick it up at an early level, which is also a good thing. If you don't like the grind and you just want to pick up a new horse and just want to ride around in a beautiful world, then this is definitely a horse you can pick up to. Okay, so we are coming over to our number 10, or our number 1 actually, and this one is quite bad, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a fan of this horse. I don't think this horse looks, it's decent, the looks is decent, but I don't think it's worth picking up to. So we're of course talking about the Morgan. The Morgan is probably one of the more known horses. It's a horse that you probably see everywhere and probably think about, why should I drive this horse or ride this horse. The Morgan has 4 coats, and I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the Palomino. The Palomino horse is a really cool coat. I think that is probably, if you, like I said, if you don't care about stats, then that is a horse that you might want to pick up to. But again, not at all if you like to fight. If you just want to ride around in, then you can definitely pick this up too, because it's pretty cheap as well. You know, they're pretty cheap. You can pick them up pretty early in the game as well. Most of these horses actually. So yeah, they got 4 coats: Bay Roan, Bay, Flex and Chestnut, and Palomino. They're all for riding horses, with all for handling as standard. The stats are the same, so the stats are 2 health, or 2 HP, whatever you want to call it, 3 stamina, 3 speed, and 2 acceleration. Overall, I'm not a fan of the horse. I think only the Palomino looks cool for me, but that's just my personal opinion. And the stableness is pretty bad as well. I don't think this is a horse worth picking up to go hunt or to go in a fight. It will definitely buck you off right away. The stamina is not that good, the health is not that good, so you definitely will die pretty fast, to be honest. But yeah, if you like the horse, then definitely pick it up. I think it's definitely a horse that you have to check out too, because it's such a common horse, but it's also a horse that you don't want to use if you are more for like a fighting style, and you don't like to just to ride around a couple minutes, or you're more into action, then this is not a horse you want to pick. Overall, I think it's definitely a cool horse to have if you like to ride around, just normally casually riding around, enjoying the view, maybe stopping some places, checking it out, you know, something like that. then you can pick this one if you like the codes. Yeah guys, that was the video. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, then definitely like and subscribe. Like I said, what I'm looking for in these kind of horses is the stableness. All of the horses are pretty bad to use in online. They're not, again guys, these horses are, just my personal opinion, I don't think these are worth it. Although they look cool. Some of the horses look definitely cool, like the Palomino Morgan. That one looks cool. But again, we're just looking at stats here and stableness. And I think most horses on this list don't have a good stableness, or their stats are pretty bad. Like the Belgian and the Suffolk Punch, they have decent stableness, but the stats are pretty bad, so that's why I put them in as well. But yeah guys, thanks for watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, then definitely like and subscribe. Again, I hope you did enjoy. Let me know what kind of horses you think are the worst horses to use in online. But yeah, thanks for watching the video guys, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye guys, see you later.